program here, great program, Dr. Berg. We appreciate it very much. None of us take this journey alone. I've personally been so blessed by my family, my professional colleagues, really all of you applauding, thank you. Friends, really brothers and sisters, to be honest with you. I deeply appreciate this recognition, but mostly because I want to thank a couple of folks in the audience. It gives me a chance to publicly thank them for all of these years together. First, I'm so deeply appreciative of my two mentors, Dr. Douglas Atwood and Dr. Ralph Sozio. Some of you would know them very, very well, Paul Stickman. They were special people. They really changed my life so long ago, but really never forgotten. We all have those mentors, don't we? So honestly, they helped me fall in love with the specialty. Right? They really guided me through all of that. I also want to recognize a few individuals here, and nobody should be surprised. The first person I'm going to start with is Dr. Gary Goldstein. Gary, if you just stand for me. What can I say for more than anybody, certainly in this room in my life, we have shared all of this. Thank you for reaching out to me back in the 1980s from New York on a phone. Imagine you had to pick up the phone and call. And for engaging me. Honestly, the things we did and accomplished together, we had so much fun, such a blast over the last 40 years. Thank you, friend.
Thank you.
Dr. Tom and Gary, if you could stand, I think right here somewhere. Many of you know. Tom and I started off with a fairly contentious relationship. He actually confronted me at a meeting somewhere, in some hotel, somewhere back in the late 1990s. He really got in my face. Anybody appreciate that? But he called me out about our specialty. And you know what, Tom? You were right, okay? And you were right. And I'm so thankful that I actually listened that day. I'll be honest with you, I've embraced everything you shared with me ever since. You helped personally change everything. You really led the way for a lot of this. And so your friendship is deeply appreciated. Thank you. And by the way, Tom and Gretchen's 49th anniversary was yesterday, so happy anniversary. Really, the last individual thank you is Dr. Kent Commercial. He's not here because UCSF is making him work today, and he just couldn't travel this far, but I have to recognize Kent. And I have to thank him for agreeing to come to UIC back in 1997, for staying 21 years with me to build our advanced mouse-spelling program that we started from nothing. This is the truth. The day-to-day journey with him through all of that over those 21 years, how closely we worked together, he and I really jumped into the deep end of a lot of stuff over the years without a life preserver. We shared a different vision for a specialty very, very early on that included things like implant placement, EBD, caries risk assessment and intervention, patient recall for advanced education programs. We ought to have recall for our programs everywhere. And so he bought into all that. We really created a lot of this out of thin air all the way back in the 1990s, a long, long time ago before it was popular. And so we caught a lot of grief for that over the years. Thank you, Kent. You were a friend and colleague. You're really a brother. So many others in this room I can look at. I'm just going to tag a few here. John Agar, you were a part of a lot of that. And John Zamzok and Frank Tuminelli is looking down at his phone, but I'm going to thank him anyway. Paul Shipman up there. You were there from the beginning at Harvard. Thank you, sir. And so he really started a lot of this for our community. Very, very special times, really incredible. The things we all accomplished together for the last 3 decades are just pretty incredible, aren't they? So I want to recognize our 18 UIC residents. We have 18 enrolled right now, and about a dozen of them right here. Stand up for everybody. Woo! So excited to have you here personally. Who knows? You all have helped make the last few years so much darn fun. I've got to tell you, everybody should have my position. Tenured professor with residents all the time. It's a pretty good spot to be. So thank you. I miss all 126 of our graduates. We've graduated 126 people since I started the program back in 1993. The first graduating class in 96. We've graduated 80 people since 2014. In our time back in 2014-15, we had 29 residents enrolled at one time in our program. Think about that for those of you that had 29 residents at one time. We were a machine, and they were just so impressive. I miss every one of them. I'm so proud of them and all of you and all the residents here. Go for it, please. My wife and my family, thank you so much, dear. She put up with all of this craziness over the years. She's really been a partner. She put up with the long hours, the long weeks, the long years of work that really culminated in all of this. But mostly, she put up with my crazy passion for our specialty. There's a lot to be passionate about, like all of you. We bought into this. I'm forever grateful our specialty found me and for what we all have shared together. It's an opportunity for me to thank really everybody in this room, in this academy, for doing all that. It's been a magical journey, quite honestly. I want to wish everybody enjoy this holiday season. God bless the GNYAP, the ACP, our specialty, all of you and your families. Thank you for this.